Hey everybody, Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. We have price predictions for you for all the following projects: Polkadot, Enjin, Fetch.ai, Ren Protocol, Bitcoin, of course. And right now we're at a time where it's a little bit precarious because we've seen some great price performance over these last few days. But, now we're kind of retracing a little bit. Altcoins are starting to see some volume, which is nice, but there is this suggestion that we're overbought at the moment. And so a correction may be possible. Stay tuned to the end of this video. We're going to let you know what our specific price predictions are for those projects. But I want to highlight a couple of just maverick businesses in the space that are absolutely rewriting the strategy textbooks. Here, Barry Silbert, the founder and CEO, of course, of Grayscale, who is incredibly proud of the Grayscale team, and we're just getting started. Take a look at this tweet here that he's highlighting. Grayscale, in terms of the milestones that they've hit, you go back to 2014, about 42 million or so assets under management, AUM, that's what the acronym stands for. A year later, 60 million. About a year later, 164 million. They had a good year in 2017, of course, with the growth and the hysteria of the crypto space, but maybe the rapid growth that was a little bit too quick. Nevertheless, just about $7 billion, then back down 825 million, 2 billion in 2019, and today 8.5 million. It's also a number that keeps growing by the day. So this tweet here from the 5th of November, 8.5 billion in assets under management. Fast forward just a little bit, 500 million more assets under management in just one day. You can take a look at all the numbers here. Grayscale publishes fairly detailed metrics on almost a daily basis. Here you can take a look at the split between their Bitcoin Trust, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, and a few other tokens as well. But can you give me an example of any company outside of the cryptocurrency space that can add $500 million in AUM in just one day? So between the 5th of November and the 6th of November, just yesterday, they went up from 8.5 to now $9.1 billion in assets under management. And very likely Grayscale is already on your radar, guys. You know about the good work that they're doing. Maybe you follow Barry Silbert already. But this is, in my opinion, one of the companies that is going to bring other retail investors, maybe public and private investors, into this space, just, because this is irrefutable as far as the strategy, as far as the success that they're already seeing. This is what attracts eyeballs that wouldn't otherwise be bothered with cryptocurrency. So kudos to Barry and the Grayscale team. Very, very impressive, and the numbers don't lie. Okay, we now have some big news with Chainlink and xDaiChain. At Chainlink here tweeting, Ethereum-based sidechain xDaiChain is integrating Chainlink as its preferred Oracle solution. The many Chainlink ecosystem projects building on xDaiChain will soon have native access to Chainlink oracles for obtaining a full range of off-chain resources. And as I mentioned, the market is still healthy, but we have dropped. We're down a little bit, actually, down 0.8% on the day, $447 billion. So, maybe we're overheating a little bit, and a few billion dollars have been shaved off the top. But despite that, stake xDaiChain is up 2.8% in a down market, now just below $10, $9.91. And similarly with Chainlink, Link up 7.2% on the day, now sitting at $12.38. So up 7.2% on a down market day. At xDaiChain tweeting about the news, Chainlink is coming to xDai. This integration provides the project the speed, fee predictability, and network compatibility necessary for Chainlink's decentralized oracles to flourish. And for a full breakdown of the implications, here we have on altcoinbuzz.io, xDai empowers users with Chainlink. This article by Deepika. xDaiChain is integrating market-leading decentralized Oracle network Chainlink to its infrastructure, and this could change the playground for next generation DeFi applications. According to the official blog, which we'll link to below, Protofire, a provider of blockchain development services, will help expand Link's Oracle network into the xDai blockchain. And moreover, with this native integration, xDai plans to empower its users with the most secure and reliable infrastructure in the market. And just a word here about Protofire on the Chainlink blog. Protofire is a team of engineers helping decentralized protocols and developer platforms to accelerate growth in their ecosystem. So by delivering hands-on coding and contributions, Protofire specializes in supercharging developer adoption and network usage. So according to Mr. Igor Baranov, who is the founder and lead developer of xDai, Protofire and Chainlink will help in the expansion of xDai's ecosystem. And this is primarily because the xDai applications will be able to connect to the outside world. External reach is very important for any project. So these applications will give developers access to reliable Chainlink price feeds and any off-chain API to build end-to-end applications. And additionally, the developers will not have to worry about security properties. And again, according to that blog post, Protofire is going to provide specific key components to this integration, particularly the following. Number one, validation and adoption of Chainlink contracts for xDaiChain compatibility. Number two, link token bridged to xDai. Number three, deployment and testing of all components to xDai. And finally, monitoring solution for the xDai integration. And again, at least the idea is that this integration is going to provide a playground for developers and will allow them to build next-gen applications with some latitude, more at least than what they're used to. Furthermore, these applications will be able to leverage the time-tested Chainlink Oracle service on xDaiChain. And in addition, this will also remove Chainlink's dependency on Ethereum, and the Oracle network will run at xDaiChain's native speed, which is an upgrade. And all in all, this is something that bodes really well for the growth of the Chainlink ecosystem on the whole, which is already performing very well. So recently, Chainlink released the Chainlink Community Grant Program. And as you may know, this program provides financial resources to the development teams that are working in collaboration with Chainlink. And Protofire is the latest such recipient of the grant. And it's the right candidate, as we just saw, because it's both a validator and a core developer of the xDai technology stack. And in addition, it holds extensive expertise in the xDai platform. Therefore, it's a pretty solid match. With the latest grant program, Chainlink plans to provide financial assistance to developers and researchers that help launch services around Chainlink's network. And even guys, as I'm recording this video and the news starts to filter out, you're seeing both projects that are just increasing in value. Money is pouring into both. So xDai stake up from 9.91 to 10.08, now up 5% on the day. And Chainlink up even a little bit more, up another 15 cents or so, 8.1% on the day. That's up to $12.53. So kudos to both parties on this partnership and this integration. Congratulations. All right, let's get right into price predictions now for Polkadot, Enjin, Fetch.ai, Ren Protocol, and Bitcoin, of course. This here by Jeffrey Francis, fresh on November 7th here. Fresh thoughts about the future of not only Bitcoin, but the altcoin space. We've seen a lot of money suddenly pouring into altcoins. Is this kind of the beginning of a new altcoin cycle as Bitcoin teeters and, ponders whether it's ready to approach a new all-time high? Possibly. Some people are indeed saying that the added inflow of capital into cryptocurrency in general is now going to filter into altcoins. It is possible. All of this kind of is being discussed in the context of the uncertainty that unfortunately we keep seeing in the United States, just because we still don't know who the president of the country is going to be as of January 20th. So because of that uncertainty, there are different and I would say mixed reactions depending on the market that you're looking at. However, for the purposes of this video, as you guys know, we're looking specifically at Bitcoin and altcoin, so cryptocurrency. Let's get right into price predictions. Okay, Bitcoin is deserving of, I think, the first spot on this list. We're going to be discussing BTC now. Most importantly, it cleared the resistance of 13,800, and if it stays in this zone, Jeffrey feels that we could see a rally towards 19,000. However, retracements, which are now starting just a little bit, however, if they continue, and if we drop below that, what is now support at 13,800, we could see a price dip all the way down to 11,900. Guys, keep in mind that all of this is just our opinion. None of it, of course, is financial advice. However, these are kind of the observations that are pretty obvious here on the charts. Again, as we mentioned, once we're north of about 14,000, there really isn't all that much resistance between that figure and 20,000. It's sort of uncharted territory. We're only ever there very briefly over the course of just a few days or a couple of weeks or so back in 2017. So if we stay above 13,800, we should be okay and be able to make a push to 19,000. However, that must act as a floor of support, and if we dip below 13.8, we could be on our way to 11,000 or even lower. Next up is Polkadot, DOT, which is a project that allows chains to interact with each other while remaining independent, to run their own governance models, and it's a very strong coin to hold just on a fundamental basis if you have faith in its future and its growth. It has bounced from the support of $3.98. It's currently, at the time of press, at a resistance point of $4.56. So if this resistance can be flipped to support, we could see DOT, in terms of Jeffrey's point of view, we could see the price move towards $5.08 and even further to $5 $5.47. However, failure to hold support of $3.98 could pull the price down closer to the $3.60 mark. Okay, next up is Enjin, ENJ. They have bounced perfectly from the support level at about 11.9 cents, and if they can break resistance 1, that first point of resistance at 13.8 cents, well then we could very likely see a quick Enjin price move toward resistance point number 2, which is at about 16 cents flat, and a potential move towards resistance 3, which is at about 18 cents. It all depends on whether or not the support of 11.9 will hold. Okay, REN BTC is up next, and REN has approached what looks like a double bottom pattern right now with regard to Bitcoin. It's bounced off the price of about 160 Satoshis. So with decreasing BTC dominance, we could see REN price move toward the 249, maybe the 299 Satoshi level. And finally here, we're looking at Fetch.ai, again with reference to Bitcoin. It appears to have bottomed out, at least as far as the Bitcoin pair goes. So we could see a potential move toward 299, maybe 340 Satoshis. However, failure to hold the current price support could see a drop in Fetch's price closer to the 179 Satoshi level. All right, everybody. So among those projects I just discussed, which one are you most excited about? Do you feel like an altcoin season is perhaps upon us as Bitcoin kind of settles down right now and begins to find its footing as far as its approach to now a new all-time high, hopefully? Do you feel like now, for the next little bit at least, we have a potential alt season that is brewing as more and more capital flows into cryptocurrency? Right now, as I wrap up the recording, the market is actually back to flat, 0.0%, which means it's totally neutral. It hasn't gained, it hasn't lost, and we'll kind of see where it goes. It's definitely hard to predict at this point, but let me know in the comments below, among those projects, which one is your favorite? Which one would you like to see a price prediction on that perhaps we didn't feature, and we'll be happy to cover it in a future video. But that about wraps it up for today, everybody. Hey, do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels, and keep checking back into the website altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications if you enjoyed today's video. Best of luck, guys, if you choose to invest on this Saturday. Stay safe first and foremost, and we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.